Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether or not you are new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another edition of Mimosas and Makeup. I was about to say the makeup protection program, but no, not today. That was yesterday. I have some sangria, and this is just a little makeshift situation. We got some sliced strawberries, some Sutter Home sweet red, a little bit of Bacardi rum, and oh, cupcake prosecco. That's sangria for me. I am really excited for this video, y'all. Today we're playing with the Samarian Sunset palette from Adept Cosmetics. I'm saying the because I don't know any palettes like this one. I don't, and I really like it. So if you want to see 5 looks with me, kind of hang out with me how I get ready for work for the week, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So how are you? Please let me know. I'm feeling good, obviously. Okay, Samarian Sunset, where is it? Oh, the Samarian Sunset. When I saw this palette, or just the packaging, I already knew. I'm getting it. It's for me. Adept Cosmetics is one of the very first indie brands that I came across. I have really developed a love for the brand. There may be some bias there, and that's okay. I'm just letting you know, because that was my journey. All right, let me not get too deep into this. All right, I am not a Trekkie, but I almost want to become one. And I do try when Adept comes out with palettes. I like to know the inspiration, not just with Adept, but with any brand. I love to know where the idea came from. But I do know she loves like sci-fi movies, action movies, things like that. This palette is $79. Adept does have a bunch of codes on the website that you can use to get 10% off. Not sure what this is going to be doing for Black Friday, but that's just something to keep in mind because Black Friday truly is right around the corner. Now I'm gonna pull up the website because I just wanna mention a couple of things about this palette and the formulation. Then we're gonna get into the 5 looks. Let you know this video is long because this video was days in the making. I'm gonna be taking you into my work week because I did wear this palette to work. I wore it out and then I did some looks for fun. So this is gonna be a long one, but I hope that when you're finished with this video, you will have a clear decision about whether or not this is a palette that you would like to add into your collection. These makeup prices are not coming down, they're only going up. If you're gonna pay today's price, it needs to be worth it. Yesterday's price is not today's price, according to Fat Joe, and I agree. So again, this palette is the Samarian Sunset palette. It is vegan and it does not contain talc, glitter, oil, or BHT. The formula is creamy. It will need to be kept in a cool, dry place. The shimmer formula will work best if applied with your fingers. Some shades are a gel cream mixture, not a typical powder eyeshadow, and may move around when in transit or when you touch it. The shade Trill is a multi-chrome pigment that is not safe for eye use in the USA, but safe for eye use in the EU. The shades in this palette may stain the skin. I did not experience that. An oil-based makeup remover is highly recommended for this formula. There will be creasing and there may also be shimmer fallout. And to help with both issues, a good eye primer is recommended. I did not experience shimmer fallout, just so you know. High amounts of shea butter in the eyeshadow may cause a natural nut smell or something similar. This is normal. We do not use any type of masking fragrance to cover the odor. I will say I don't have that smell right now. I do have that smell in my Minka palette, and I do believe that those shimmers had more oils in them. I have not noticed that smell in any other Adept palettes that I have. Also, a shea butter smell would not give me a cause for alarm. This is a magnetic palette with removable magnetic pans, and the packaging is a 27% upcycled mix of vegan, faux leather, and plastic. When you open the box, there may be a chemical smell from the packaging. This smell is a UV coat that we use to protect the leather. and other materials. I felt like I had to read that because I do appreciate that Adept Cosmetics chose to go into that amount of detail for their products, because some of these things mean more to some than others. So there is that. We won't get into these swatches. Here we have the palette, and then we have the mirror that says best of both worlds. It's gonna be a little tough to see that with all the junk in my room. We're gonna start with the shade Mauve. I love this, a beautiful shade that can stand on its own, but also I feel like this is a beautiful toppery shade. Next we have Far Point. Again, I've used all of these, so I'm happy to see them swatched out so they can get their own glory. Yes. And look at the shift here. It's a little bit transparent, but can stand on its own as well. I'm wearing Far Point now, actually. And then we have Risa. Oh my God. I love this duochrome. So we've got like a beautiful pink to green type shift. We have the shade Lao. Yes, yes. Oh my God, yes. And then we have Packlet. This one is super fiery. Wow. Obsidian Order. Again, a lot of these feel wet. This one's super, super pigmented. Okay, and that's probably one of the most opaque formulas of this color shift that I have seen. Next we have Praxis. Praxis is the name of the test that teachers have to take. Did y'all know that? The Praxis. No more for me though. I'm done with that life. Then this one looks really similar, but there is a difference in the shift. If you can see it here and here, this one has like that metallic, deep fuchsia burgundy-ish shade to a gold, and this one goes to a green. Next up we have the shade Trill. Oh, really pretty, yes. We have USS Defiant. It's probably one of my favorite shades here. And then the hollow shade, I think they call them halos for this palette. This is Tal Shiar. So these are the shimmers for the palette. I'm gonna swatch the mattes probably up here because they're not as exciting, but they're still nice. Like really, really beautiful. And I think that if you're not an indie singles collector, these are gonna be like really new for your collection. I do have some similar to this, but still as an indie makeup lover, no regrets, even if I can dupe them. These are the mattes, there are 5. So we have, oh my God, that's not swatching great because it does come out deeper. That's Darmok. But this is something that you should know. These mattes are more so buildable and they may look a little bit deeper than the pan. So it can be a transition. It's not gonna smoke your lid out a whole lot. So that's Darmok. Then we have Jalad or Jalad. This one right here, I probably could have done without, because this is a blend out, but we don't need more than one of these. And this is very, very light, even on a light person, okay? Next we have Tanagra. I love this shade. I think it is nice to have another green that's different because the Darmok shade is kind of a grungy green, reminded me of Bravo from Sydney Grace a little bit. And then this Tanagra shade is more of a cool green tone. Let's look at Positronic Net. So Positronic Net is a shade that I ended up liking in this palette, but again, it's a blend out that I'm not gonna need, you know, a lot. But that's Positronic Net, so you see what it looks like. Last but not least, we have Delta Quadrant. Really enjoyed this shade. It's not as intimidating as it looks. If you are intimidated by Delta Quadrant, it really isn't. It's a shade that you can blend out and make a transition, and I was really happy about that. So here's the entire Samarian Sunset palette, and I really love the whole color story. This is gorgeous, and I can say I don't have anything like this in my collection, so I'm happy to have it. It's maybe a spoiler, but I mean, look at the pigmentation right here. All right, y'all, in this video, it's gonna be chatty, okay? It's gonna be fun. Get a drink, a snack, get something. I hope you have something to do if you're at the gym, whatever it is. I'm doing 5 looks I really wanted you to see what could be done with this palette, especially if you're somebody that's going to work every day, that's in an office, or if you're a teacher like me. I want you to see the types of looks that I wear to work or when I come home, the differences in those types of looks. I hope you enjoy them. I will be back at the end to wrap up this video. So let's get into it. Ooh, August, I need my, hand me my ears, my Ariel ears.
You're asking something from me?
Yeah, I am asking something from you. We're about to get into the first look with the Samarian Sunset. I'm putting a "the" on this, the Samarian Sunset. Well, I don't know, I might be speaking too soon. But yeah, y'all, oh my gosh. Just found out the staff course was canceled, so it's giving me a few minutes extra. And I got on my bike this morning, although the bike is not gonna do it for me, I don't think, weight-wise, because I just been watching TV while I'm on there. I'm not like doing actual, I'm working out. Like we're not gonna discount it, okay? But I know I could be working out harder, but you know what I'm on. Now, there's a song I wanna sing with this best of both worlds, but I'm not gonna sing it because one of the artists we're just not gonna be talking about anymore. I wanna sing it so bad, y'all. Oh my God. I'm not gonna sing it, I'm not, because it's inappropriate. The Jay-Z isn't inappropriate, but the other person was, so. Just keep it to myself. All right, we're gonna go into, I'm not scared, it's just, it's not my thing. August is studying for a test. We're gonna do something a little quick and easy today. Now I'm looking at these two mats. Okay, we'll talk about it, because I don't know. Positronic Net, this is the little peachy mat here. We're gonna use a Sonia G Classic Crease brush for the transition. Probably in the crease. Nars primer. Oh, let me show y'all this blush and I'll show it to y'all. Hourglass foundation, Dior concealer, pink powder.
No!
Maybelline lip shine and punchy. I want some more of these, but not right now, NRN. Okay, we're in a jiffy this morning. Still gotta heat up August spaghetti for his lunch still. Okay, this isn't really doing anything for me except toning down the shine that was underneath my eyebrows. August has a math test today and he's doing a study game. Marky is probably gonna stay home. Now it is Thursday, y'all. So this is Mimosas and makeup. So, you know, just glimpse into my week. He's not faking it. Nobody said you were faking it when you had.
I was actually coughing a lot.
And he's actually, his throat actually hurts. He's negative for COVID. I did test him for that.
He asked for some jelly beans again.
Now, what did you get at Grandma's? I'm just curious. Did you get any fast food? Popcorn.
Fast food. We done but stop.
Let's go into the Delta Quadrant, y'all.
Marky, I was asking for something yesterday.
Zoom him out.
Can I have?
He didn't say his stomach hurt, okay? He didn't say that. He said,
and then he said, I have a cough. I cannot go to school.
the Positronic Net shade is a nice blend out shade because it is giving me that nice gradient. Maybe I should turn this down so y'all can see it. My hard work. Because it's blending. Okay. But I don't need the other one. I just needed one. Because that's like a nice vibe right there for Thursday. For any day, really. Oh my gosh, it's 7:11 and I usually leave at 7:15.
Then come on.
Oh no, because I gotta heat up your spaghetti. We're gonna be on time. Don't worry. I'm not 7:20 on time. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. This is cute. Okay. I'm just gonna bring whatever's on the brush over.
Stop. I need focus.
You wanna be focused, you're in my room.
But
Go to a different area. You woke up in here because you inserted yourself. So August bypassed the bathroom outside of his room to come down to my bathroom. And then proceeded to get in bed talking about, but I went to the bathroom. Sir, good night.
Okay, you never said that.
This is cute. I like these two shades together. Okay, I like this shade because it's a blend out. And I only need one of those. Because I just didn't understand about blend out shades until maybe a year ago. At best. All right, let's stop playing around here. We're going to stop the foolish games.
Yeah, Mom.
And we're going to go into the USS Defiance.
You should be studying for your school.
I don't need to study. I planned before I left, honey. Well, this reminds me of House of L. We're going to have to compare. Oh my God. Is my mic on? Yes. Thank goodness. Because I was about to be real sad. I can't even get the goodness right now. Let's turn this down even more real quick.
144.
I'm just excited. Okay, I'm looking crazy, but we're just trying to get y'all to see that. We're going into loud. There's probably not a bad combo.
1. You're getting all the nuts. 6,780. My lucky number is 126.
I have nothing to say. Going into positronic net, you're not going to really see it, which that's okay, because I'm going to use my little blend out technique again with the Delta quadrant, just a little bit underneath, just real light. I'm not trying to be doing too much because the top is just fantastic. That's what we're working with, and we are working with a lot. Let's go into the inner corner, wing, and this is the shade Mauve pencil brush. I'll have to figure pronunciations out later because we just can't right now. I can't. Liner mascara. I'll be back to sum it up. So I'm not speaking to anybody at work today. The eyes, this is a no. Like, please don't talk to me. It's quiet time. Victoria Beckham olive green liner on the bottom lashes, Tarte mascara. Let me tell you about this blush because I talked about the lip. Punchy. Lip is called Punchy. All right. Incandescent. I got this on, I don't know, Macari Cosmetics Company store, someplace real cheap, like a couple years ago. I love this blush. This might be a favorite. I never talk about it because I forget about it. I am not certain, and I know what time it is, but I have to just say this. I'm not certain if the camera can do what it needs to do, because this, you don't need a deep lip. You don't need no lip. You don't even need anything else. All right, I gotta go to work. We got 4 more to go, y'all, so let's get into them right now. Y'all, we are back for look number 2. Now, this is Thursday evening. It is 6:44 p.m. I'm rarely ever motivated to redo my makeup to do another look at this time, and I was just like, no, you want to, you have a vision. Let me just tell you what's on my face, because I pulled out a couple more Adept products and a lip from Unearthly. Listen, Hourglass foundation, I just touched up what I had on. Dior concealer, pink powder, y'all. So I used my Adept face palettes. I have 2 of the 4, Stella and Ayana. So I used Ayana for bronzer, and then I just swiped over these 2 shimmery shades, and then my House of L for your face, which is also known as the Stella palette, that gives you that, I don't know, what is this, pink? I don't know, it's a fiery glow. And I was like, no, I need a contrast. I need something. And so I took one of my matte lipsticks. This is a matte one, I think, from Unearthly. This is the shade Mandy. I really don't know if this is available or not, but I will say that they've got some very unique shades. It looks like I was working out, but I wasn't. And I did put my hair up because, I don't know, I'm feeling it when I go to work, but when I get home, I'm like, maybe it's just because my hair isn't really long right now. It was like to here, but you know what I mean? Like, when it hangs down, I don't have like that hang time. So sometimes by the end of the day, the humidity just is not where I need it to be. All right, we're gonna go into Jalad, not sure, Jalad. And I'm just taking the brush I had. Well, let's see if I want to use that. Sonia G Classic Crease. And again, this is going to be a blend out shade. I am using the Nars primer. Oh, we're going to use Darmok. That's what we're going to use today. So I'm just using this as a blend out because we're going to get into that murky green, because that's going to go so beautifully with this lip. You know what? This lip shade is about to really help to set off the look. So we're going to go into that shade Darmok here. It's got that olive tone. that's in the lip. I love when palettes give me the vibe that I have right now. And I loved the Inspired palette, but I still love it. I just don't think I had this feeling. And I think it's because these are more of my shades. So I'm like, okay, yes, like we got the sunset vibe. You know what's so crazy is like when I think about sunrise or sunset type palettes, for example, some of them can be hit or miss. I feel like the sunrise palette from Natasha Denona, that's kind of a miss because I never want to use it. But you know what palette I really liked that had a sunset or sunrise theme? Desert Dusk from Huda Beauty. That was one of my earlier palettes, and I don't believe I don't have it anymore. And I know that she upgraded her formula since then, but that palette was a really, really nice one. And I just remember doing this like orangey just vibe, bad little vibe. She been on my mind. Like, yes. Sorry. Drip too hard, don't stand too close. You're gonna mess around and drown off these waves. Hey, like that palette was a nice one. Let me know. Let me know if you still have it. I am feeling inspired. No pun intended, but I really am. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something out of order today. We're gonna take this brush right here from Eyeshadow into the same shade, and we're gonna go ahead under and just meet it. We're gonna meet it where it is. I don't know what it is. See, and this is when I feel like all with makeup is not lost. It's just not. But it can feel like that sometimes. I don't know. I guess it depends all on what you're looking for. Sometimes I am looking for something quick and easy. But when I feel the way I'm feeling right now and looking at myself and what's happening, this is what I love. This is what I love the most. And it doesn't have to be an off color. I mean, it can be with neutrals. You can feel like this from neutrals, you know. They can have something special about them. We are going into Obsidian Order because that's the one I was talking about this morning. And we're going to go ahead and zoom in. We're going to do it because this is actually going to, this one almost feels wet. Obsidian Order feels wet. This is not going to be a shade that's going to give you fallout. Now, one thing I would like to mention is I really did not have an issue with creasing with the shades that I used this morning. So USS Defiant and Lao, they did great. You see, I'm just taking what's already left. You realize you haven't what? You haven't ate? Get off, you're messing up my situation. Oh, all right, I won't say it out loud. Can I just say you're fit? Okay, August just realized he's fit. Oh, wow. Tell them, they're not really. August has been you haven't been doing it all day, so let's not tell lies. Okay, really pigmented. Don't need a lot. You don't even have to, don't dig in. Don't do it. This one's wet feeling. I mean, if you're worried about texture or something like that. Because this one, this eye, I just used I used the leftovers. Okay? Like, speaking of leftovers, have y'all ever seen that show called The Leftovers? Oh my gosh, that show is oddly good. It's old, it's over, but I feel like a lot of people won't like it. I am so glad that I ventured into doing this look. What are we gonna do? Risa's gonna be the one. That's her. She's it. And she's gonna be the one. Yeah. Yeah. I asked August, just wait until I'm done and I will help you get your game. Oh, because he has another test, y'all. He's got, what do you have tomorrow? Science. That's a nice integration. So they really go into one another, but there's still a bit of a gradient there. Going into a pencil brush, let's take Far Point. Far Point's gonna be our inner corner. Wait. This is what I'm made for right here. And you know what? It's still ease. It's ease And it's superb. It's not even simple. It's just effective. Because it's damn sure not simple. Like, you wouldn't look at and be like, I mean, it is a simple created look, but this look does not look like it was created simply. What we're gonna do for the lower lash line matte, we're gonna go into Tanagra, which is this one. Oh, we already did. We done did the lower lash line, didn't we? That's okay. We're still gonna do it again. Let's give it a little extra something. Just right here. What do you think about this? You know how to type? Okay.
I know how to type fast.
Yo, okay. Oh my.
Mom, can you just get up?
I'll be right back. Yep, I'll be right back, y'all. I am back with a finished look. Now, I know these greens are a bit off, so I probably should have stuck with the olive green, because when I took pictures, I'm like, yeah, the green's off, but I mean, who needs to be matchy anyway? This is Victoria Beckham Fig liner and Man-Eater mascara, which I have officially decided is not doing what I needed to do. It's not lengthening. It's really not doing anything. But let's get into these eyes. Let's get into the shifts. Let's get into the smokiness. Would I worn this to work? I could have worn it to work. I mean, I'm a teacher, so this could have gone with some type of theme of something I was, well, for math. I don't know. But I could have worn it. I could have, because they don't have any restrictions on anything like that. But now I'm thinking I could have amped up the look that I did this morning. That's something I could probably recreate, but I definitely could have made this morning's look a bit more fiery on the lower lash line. There's just so many ways to amp this up, but like, I'm loving, like, my eyes are looking like caddish. The lip is going well with this. I mean, this is giving me Halloween type vibes, going out type vibes. I'm going out to get on the good foot and do the wrong thing, as my friends used to say. So yeah, y'all. Oh my gosh, and I'm not even going anywhere. I'm about to take a shower. Let me know what you think about look number 2. We got 3 more to go, y'all, and I hope you're enjoying it. I don't know how I'm gonna top this one, but we damn sure gonna try. Well, no, I'm going to work tomorrow. We'll figure it out. All right, y'all, we are back. Look number 3. We are playing Beat the Clock. It's 7:02. Y'all already know the deal. I'm supposed to be out by 7:15. 7:18 will work for me. It's supposed to be to work at 7:12. All right, all the same products from last look, the Adept stuff. So it's a little sloppily applied. Brows don't look that great because I don't know. I took a shower, got on my bike this morning again, and we got to roll. So I'm not gonna be doing a whole bunch. This is the Makeup by Mario Mocha Glow. I'm gonna go into Positronic Net just because I don't know, under my eyebrows is sweaty for whatever reason. So just need to set all of this moisture down. As I was saying, I got on my bike. I am thrilled about that. Pat McGrath should be dropping something today. I'm excited about filming Purchase or Pass once we see what that is. And that's about it. This weekend, I'm going to be helping my mom out with her rocks. She's doing some type of festival or something like that. So that'll be fun. Hang out with everyone. And oh my gosh, my nephew Brian has a hairline fracture in his knee, which happened last night. So I'm wearing his little football shirt. It's an old football shirt, so it's old. But yeah, I'm hoping that will heal really soon. Let's go into Tangra because we haven't used that as the star matte. And I'm using a BK Beauty 201 brush. I mean, the mattes are great, but you know, they're not like the highlight of this palette for me. Let me know what plans you have or had, because you're gonna see this on Sunday. So let me know how your weekend went, because it's gonna be Sunday. But let me stop. See, my whole thing now is sprinkling some things to look forward to during the week so that you don't rely on the weekend for your joy. I haven't figured all of that out yet, but that's going to be my strategy. And I want to do the same thing with like trips and vacations and stuff like that. Are we going to go? Yes, we are going to go when I'm done this. I know what time it is. Thank you. I want to plan stuff during the year so everything's not packed into the summer. Good morning, August. You want to say good morning to everyone?
I don't want to wait until...
Why? Because you want to go into the school? I'm in the school all the time. So I don't need to rush to go into the school. Nope. And when you do that, it really actually slows me down, to be honest with you. Going into Singe Beauty, sprinkling those things in because my summer ends up being packed and summer's 6 weeks. I mean, pretty much. Let's just call it what it is. So I'm just trying to figure all that out, get my routine back. I'm watching the Escape and SWV show, Queens of R&B. I'm enjoying it. I'm on episode 3 and I'm late to the game. Let's do that. Okay. We're going to go into Tal Shiar right here. And I think this is a hollow shade. So let's just see what this going to do. Okay, this is cute. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Y'all remember when, do y'all remember when Prince did the soundtrack to the original Batman? And he had that song called Bat Dance. And it was this little interlude. And it was like, dun, 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 Vicky Vale. And then he would be like, oh yeah, oh yeah. I want to bust that body. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I want to bust that body, right? That was Prince. Y'all, come on. If you have not heard the Bat Dance song from the original Batman soundtrack, the one with Michael Keaton, because you know it's so many now. Is my mic on? Yes, it is. That song, and that is a nice soundtrack. But when he did that little breakdown, hey Jackie. Oh my gosh. Please listen to that song and let me know if you did. Okay, I feel like this is blown out, and I'm playing once again. This is cute. You know what? It's a hollow shade, but to me, it's not intimidating. I just wish, because right now it just looks like an icy shimmer. Like you cannot see the sparkle that's in this shade on the camera, which is very disappointing and sad. It is. But we're going to go into Tangra because it's 7:09. We cannot play any games today. But you know, I'm all about simple yet effective. And this is it. And it's not even, I mean, when I say simple, I mean like simple to do and achieve. Like anybody could do this. This is great. And it's special. They're like rainbow sparkles. Let's go into Packlid. I can't even talk. Ooh, this goes with the Adept. We need to talk. We need to talk about like your process because I need to understand. I need to understand the mind of a creative. It has to be amazing. All right. You know what I'd love to use? Oh, it's right here. Let's see if it's sharpened though. If it's sharpened, because I'd be scraping my, oh, it is ash. Is this ash? Yeah, Victoria Beckham. Hey, Jackie. Let me know if y'all know about that Batman soundtrack for real. Because I was rocking. I'm about to put that on for my 2-minute ride to work. My 1minute and 30-second ride. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. Beat the clock, y'all. Oh, y'all. Did we talk about Diddy? Diddy came out today. Oh, if you have not listened to it, it's called Off the Grid. I think it's called Off the Grid. And I love when he does his albums so much. Like, No Way Out. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. What was that, 97? Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as we here, then we might as well shine together. Better now and never. Business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Come on, stop playing. Then Press Play. When he did Press Play, come to me, I can be what you need. Yes, then he did Last Train to Paris. Don't get me started on Last Train to Paris. I can't even think of a song I would sing right now. So now that was Last Train to Paris was what, 2010? Press Play was 2005. It's crazy how I remember that, years and stuff for music. Yeah, it's like a lot of songs on there. So this morning I got up at 4:45 because that's when I get up now. Started listening. I'm like 10 songs in. This man eater is just not eating. Here's a look, y'all. 7:13, beat the clock, y'all. We beat the clock. And I don't have anything to do. Like, I'm right out the door. I'm wearing my yellow Crocs. Love it. We talked about a lot in this segment, but it's Friday. I'm excited. And looks 4 and 5 coming up next. Hey everyone, it is Friday evening. So again, another look. Same face details except for my lippy, which is another one from Unearthly Cosmetics. And I used a darker brown ColourPop liner, but this is the shade Eva. Oh my gosh, I know this color is not for everyone because it's foundation lippy, but I'm excited about it because I'm going to be doing another fiery look. That's my plan. I'm not going to recreate the first look, but I would like to do a more amped up version of the first look with maybe some different shimmers. Ooh, yes. Now what I think I want to do for this one is actually reach into my Heather Austin palette, which is here. I want to use Atlas. I could actually swap out Atlas probably for this Gelad or Gelade shade or Gelad, and that would really make this palette 100% perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Sonia G Classic Crease again. I'm feeling this lip. Yeah, I am. This is like a perfect transition shade. I still love this palette a lot. Okay, so we're gonna go into Delta Quadrant now. Our fire. I'm just going to start this on the outer corner. Gonna do what I did with the last look and go right into the lower lash line. Also using Delta Quadrant. Have a Singe Beauty brush here. And this is a unique brush. This is the E01 brush. Let me show you. Yeah, I think this is the only brush I have of its kind. I really like that point here. It's good for shading and it's good for the lower lash line. So unique. I'm making it more dramatic here on the lower lash line. I usually don't go this low. I try to keep it close to the lashes, but I love that. It's real fiery. All right, that's what we've got. And see, I love how muted the lip is with this already because the eyes are gonna really be taking center stage. I wanna go into this one here, Pack Lid, and I'm also gonna go into Trill. Let's use these two. Oh yeah, this is another wet feeling putty shade. Beautiful, really beautiful though. Yep, I love it. Now I'm going into Trill. I think these will go on great with a brush. Maybe we'll try it. I'm gonna take this Sigma lid shader because I go in with the fingers a lot, but some people don't like that. But because of how wet and smooth these are, they really adhere. Still feeling like it's more impact with my finger. A lot of movement in the pan with the brush, but I think you could build it up. So it may take you a little bit longer to get the same impact. Now I'm going in with my finger. Oh my gosh, is this my favorite look? I am loving this. We need an inner corner. Oh wait. We're gonna go into Tal Shiar. Yes, the hollow shade. Ooh, the one I used this morning. Pick it up on this brush because it's got a little texture to it. Oh yeah, be careful with this. You might want to spray this one being close to your inner corner. You just want to be careful. But y'all, look number 4. This, okay, coming back with the liner and the mascara. All right, y'all, I'm back with the finished look. I'm really happy with this one. Like really happy. I love it with the corpse lips. It's just really making my day. So to finish off the look, I'm actually using a Natasha Denona Macro Tech eye crayon, and this is the shade Fushi. So it's a bright liner, and I love the way it looks. And then Maneater mascara. So yes, y'all, let me know what you think about look number 4. I'm thrilled with this look. I really am. And I love how I extended this out and made it kind of, you know, diffused out. I really like this a lot. And it really makes the eyes stand out when the lips are so muted and cool. I'm really happy with this one. So let me know what you think. We have one more to go, and then we're gonna wrap this baby up. All right, y'all, we are back with the 5th and final look. On my face, I just have on concealer today, and I'm wearing the Adept Ayana palette, which is the one with the bronzer. I did not put any blush on. I just used the matte bronzer and then the shimmery one kind of on top. I have on the shade Peachy from the Maybelline vinyl ink, and all over my face. I don't have on pink powder today. I'm wearing my original Hourglass palette. Look, y'all, look at all the pan there and there. I'm gonna start off with this shade right here, Gelad, just as a blend out and a base. Have a Morphe blender brush. And that's all I'm gonna do with that. Going into Darmok, I'm gonna use this What's Up Beauty 103 brush. All right, I am gonna leave it like this. I think the only shimmer I haven't used is Praxis, and I wasn't really thinking about that as a lid shade for this look. I'd like to try to find a way to include Praxis. Okay, so let's take Praxis. I think I'm just gonna do a little bit on the outer corner, but I want this to be a lighter look, so we'll see how we can incorporate both shades together. So Praxis and Obsidian Order, well, they do have different shifts though. Yeah, I still have not swatched this palette, so just making some little notes to myself. Like from here, they look really similar. But Praxis has more of a green shift. It's like our VR Sextraterrestrial from Pat McGrath, kind of like that. I'm actually kind of covering up some of our Darmok shade. All right, so Far Point is the one I want to use. I mean, literally just pressing it on. You don't really need to do any type of swiping at all if you're using your finger. I think this looks really nice. And I do want to top it with the Mauve shade right here. Maybe just put a little bit here in the, ooh, right here in the middle. This shade reminds me of like a starry type shade. I really like that. I'm gonna go back into Darmok for the lower lash line. This time I'm just gonna keep it close to the lashes. Going into Risa for the inner corner highlight. And here is look number 5. Oh, sad. Here's what it looks like from afar. One of my favorite things is when we have looks that look like this, but then when you get up close, you can tell how special they are. But from right here, you know, I just think it looks regular, you know, something I would definitely wear to work. I'm not sure how someone that works in an office would feel, so chime in on that. Yeah, let me know what you think about this one. So I'll be back with the finished look. All right, y'all, I'm back with the finished look. I really like this one as well. And to finish it off, I used the Victoria Beckham liner in the shade Black and the Tarte Maneater mascara. I left my lips the way they were, the blush. I just like the look as is. And I just didn't think that my face needed anything else, or it didn't need anything to be changed. So, all right, let's get into my final thoughts about the Samarian Sunset palette. Overall, this palette met my expectations. I like every single look that I created, and I also like that I was able to create 5 looks that were different. They didn't start looking the same, in my opinion, and I really like the performance of the shadows as far as how they wore throughout the day. 2 of the looks, and then actually this one, I would have to come back and let you know. 2 of the looks I wore to work. The other 2 I did at home and took right off, but the ones that I wore to work lasted beautifully. Didn't really have any creasing, and I expect the same from this look as well. I don't mind the wet feel of the shadows. I love how smooth they are. I love how they adhere to the eye, and I love that they're not super thick. pretty much anything that Adept makes that's not that Minka formula, I'm going to be happy with. And so this one did not disappoint. You have shimmers that have more of a base to them that are really opaque. You have a couple that are toppery. You've got fiery ones. And these shimmer colors are just right up my alley. The hollow shimmer Tal Shiar was really pretty. And you really could see those rainbow, like holographic reflex. I thought that was really pretty. As far as the performance of the mattes, I thought the performance of the mattes were great. I don't think the greens are as deep as people may think that they are. You can build them, but they also made really good transition shades, as well as Delta Quadrant, which was this shade right here. The only two mattes that I really would change would be these two. So we have Gelad and Positronic Net. If I had to keep one of these blend out shades, it would be this one, just because it's more of a peachier tone, which works better for me. But if I had to change these, I would add a light brown and a really deep brown, like so you can really smoke out that outer corner if you like to do smoky looks. The good thing about this is that, not that you want to reach for something else, but I'm sure most of us have a light brown and a deep brown in our collection. And with the Adept palettes being magnetic, you can swap these out if you want temporarily. Like I was thinking, I don't have it, but the La Cienega palette has a nice range of mattes, and one of them is a really deep brown. I think there's a lighter brown. So we can easily, you know, substitute and get the smoky shades. But overall, I'm not disappointed with this palette at all. I would love to be in the owner's brain and, you know, figure out how she comes up with these wonderful color stories, because they're really, really nice. And I think they're unique. That's really all I have to say about the Samarian Sunset palette. If this is a palette that you want, I do think at this point, we're almost to October. We can wait until Black Friday. I mean, if you absolutely felt like you have to have it and you are okay with the $79 price tag and then using a code to get 10% off, I do think it's worth the price, but the prices of makeup are continuing to increase. I'm glad it wasn't like that $140 price tag, like the Seahorse palette. That was a bit much, but $79 and then the 10% off is probably starting to become average these days, unfortunately. So I think you just have to decide how you feel about that. One thing I said I was gonna stop doing was breaking down palettes price per shade, because if I were to do that right now, it would probably be worth it. But I know that if I was building this palette myself, I would not have picked out these two shades. So, you know, you just have to think about, would you have bought all of these shades? My answer is going to be no. These two for sure. And I don't know, looking at Obsidian Order and Praxis, like I'm just saying, if I was picking out a bunch of singles like I would do on Cleona, I might have just gone with one of these, because on the eye, you know, if I were to do lid swatches, I'm not sure how different these would show up, and we can try that in another video. But, you know, those are just some things to think about when we think about justifying makeup prices. So it just has to be something that you're cool with. I'm really happy to have this. As soon as I saw this outer packaging, I was like, and the sunset, I just knew it was gonna be right up my street, as Charlotte Holcroft would say. And I am happy. I'm happy with the performance of everything, the lasting power. Just, I love it. I'll pull out some browns from somewhere else and call it a day. So let me know if you purchase this palette, if you're thinking about it, or is it NRN, not right now, until Black Friday. We got a lot of holiday stuff popping up, and we've got to make some choices. We can't get it all, and we don't want it all, okay? We do not want it all. I did want this, so I am really thrilled to have it, and I can't wait to see what else I can do with this palette. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for another Mimosas and Makeup. I hope this was therapy for you. You know it always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.